Good morning, everybody. I am back with chapters 5 and 6. Chapter 5, Epcot. Walt Disney hoped Epcot would be the most important part of Disney World. Epcot is a word made that stands for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. It was meant to be a new, futuristic kind of city where people would actually live and work. From overhead, his Epcot plan looked like a wagon wheel. Businesses would be located in its center and surrounded by apartments, parks, and residential neighborhoods. A giant transparent dome would cover the whole city to keep out rain and regulate the temperature inside. 3 underground levels would allow travel by trucks, cars, or monorails. Walt had planned to invite businesses to Epcot that would investigate new technologies and solutions for better ways of life. If these new ideas worked well inside Epcot, they might be used to improve other cities outside the dome too. Maybe Epcot would change the world. After Walt Disney died, the Disney company decided it would be too hard to run a real city. Today, Epcot is different from Walt's plan. However, the focus of its 2 main sections remains technology and the future, things dear to Walt's heart. As you might guess from its name, Future World has futuristic attractions. Spaceship Earth is a 183-foot tall, 16 million pound ball balanced on 6 legs at the entrance of Epcot. It's called a geosphere, which is a word that means solid earth. Its outer shell is made of 11,324 lightweight aluminum triangles that shimmer in the light. The ride inside the sphere tells a brief history of technology and considers what future technologies might be invented. The famous sci-fi writer Ray Bradbury helped create this story. The Mission Space ride gives you an idea of what it might be like to be an astronaut heading for Mars. You learn food facts and see Mickey-shaped pumpkins on a Living with the Land boat ride. Many of the fruits and vegetables grown in the greenhouse here are served in Epcot restaurants. The Seas with Nemo and Friends includes a shell mobile ride past an aquarium where animated sea creatures appear to swim with real dolphins, rays, and even clownfish like Nemo. But there is also important wildlife conservation going on at times. In 2010, 60 sea turtles injured by an oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico came to the aquarium to get much needed help. Why is Future World the home of this kind of work? Maybe because animals are an important part of Earth's future. World Showcase brings different cultures from around the world to kids. If you haven't traveled much yet, this is a great way to get a look at what many countries and the people in them are like. Countries include Canada, China, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Morocco, Norway, the United States, and the United Kingdom. Buildings called pavilions each feature food, exhibits, entertainment, and souvenirs related to one country. There's a small version of the Eiffel Tower in the France Pavilion and mosaics in the Morocco Pavilion. The main building in the Norway town square looks like a real 14th century fortress in Oslo, Norway. There are Kidcot food stops at every pavilion where kids can decorate a bear-shaped park passport. A cast member can stamp it with a different colorful stamp at each country you visit. So even though you haven't really left the United States, Epcot tries to make you feel like a world traveler. Chapter 6, Animal Kingdom. While the World Showcase celebrates human achievements, Animal Kingdom celebrates the beauty and importance of the natural world. 5 areas help remind us how amazing Earth is and that we must protect it. Discovery Island's Tree of Life is awesome and looks real, but it's not. It stands 145 feet tall and has a trunk that's 50 feet in diameter, carved with more than 300 animals. Artists worked fast to create each animal before the plaster they used dried. The base of the tree had to be super strong to support all of its branches. Yet there had to be room inside for a movie theater to show the film It's Tough to Be a Bug. Luckily, an engineer came up with the idea of using an oil rig as the tree's skeleton. Imagineers. The Disney World Imagineer is a combination of imagination and engineer. Imagineers combine creativity and technology know-how to turn ideas into rides, attractions, and more. They are okay with failing because that means they're trying out something new. And if at first they don't succeed, they try again. One weekend, an Imagineer was at home puzzling over how to design a new ride called Soarin'. He used his childhood erector set, and he figured out how to make the ride work. It's like a Lego set. In Animal Kingdom's Asia Land, you'll find Forbidden Mountain roller coaster and Expedition Everest. At 199 feet, it's Disney World's tallest mountain. The real Mount Everest is in the Himalayan mountains, which stretches across India, China, and other countries. Everest is the tallest mountain in the world, 29,028 feet. That's nearly 5.5 miles high. On the Disney World expedition, you can watch for a huge Yeti, rhymes with spaghetti. That's a mythical creature that some people believe protects the Himalayas. There's also a fun outdoor area called the Boneyard at Dino Land, USA, where guests can dig up fossils and artifacts. Dinosaur is a time travel ride back to 65 million years ago when dinosaurs still ruled the planet. Dino Zoo. In 1990, a paleontologist, that's a fossil scientist, named Sue Hendrickson found a few bones stuck in a cliff in South Dakota. Nearby, she found a few more bones and still more. They turned out to be the skeleton of a 40-foot-long Tyrannosaurus Rex with 58 sharp teeth. Most T-Rex skeletons are missing many bones. This was the most complete one ever found. It's called Sue, in her honor, and is at the Field Museum in Chicago. You'll see a full-size replica of it called Dino Sue in Dino Land. At Kilimanjaro Safari in Africa Land, open-air vehicles take you to see animals in their natural habitat. Lions, elephants, zebras, giraffes, and others roam more than 100 acres, which is about the size of the entire Magic Kingdom. Park designers do various things to encourage animals to stay in view of guests. For instance, certain rocks in the landscape are heated in winter and cooled in summer, so lions will still want to hang out there. The Wildlife Express train stops at Rafiki's Planet Watch to see how the animals in Animal Kingdom are cared for. Exhibits and cast members are around to explain how people can help animals all over the world. You can ask questions while animals' meals are prepared in a kitchen, or watch through a glass window as vets examine and treat animals. This is the only Animal Kingdom area where you can pet animals such as sheep, pigs, and goats. When animals first come to Animal Kingdom, they get a checkup in the Disney Vet Hospital to make sure they are healthy. Vets have to have an X-ray room, ultrasound equipment, surgery room, and labs to do tests. Animals that live here get regular health checkups, somewhat like people do. Gorillas even get their fingernails clipped and their teeth cleaned. We're going to stop there for today, and I will start back with Chapter 7 tomorrow. Bye, guys.